Hello, hello. Yeah, if I set the time 1 minute later, I'd just be 1 minute later than I already am, alright? Hey Payson, how you going? I do like this BGM. This is Game Chopsy's new like album thing with Helen. It's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm a bit behind on the whole short thing. I uploaded the YouTube short, but not the tickety talk. So I'm just doing that now. Fuck it, just hit post. Who cares? It's probably fine. Am I okay? I'm still kind of like, ugh. Like the pain's gone, thankfully, so I can think straight. I'm just a bit fatigued. I've slept like the entire weekend. It is wild. Like, it has been. I think I've probably slept in the last 40 hours. I've probably slept at least 26 of them. It's kind of strange. But yeah, so I'm alright. I'm not. My head isn't sore. It's just a bit slow. So forgive me. I mean, you're used to it, right? It's not like anybody comes here expecting cerebral conversations. We're here to talk about anime girls, obviously. I should probably post that I'm live. No pigeon news until Obi gets here. Bro, okay, so the reason I put a pigeon in the thumbnail, in case anyone was curious, was there's some stuff I want to talk about. And anime boys, that's true. We don't discriminate here, unless it's against pigeons, in which case we discriminate very heavily. But yeah, the reason the pigeon's there is because there's some shit that I want to talk about that I originally had in the thumbnail. And then as I was getting closer to posting it, I was like, I don't know if I want to include it in the thumbnail, but I couldn't think of anything else to put there, so I was just like, fuck it, pigeon. I think Lopi has infested my brain. I should put a pigeon PNG next to my model. Oh god. Okay, let me. And I can. Oh wait, the fucking chat isn't going to be up properly. It's fine. We don't need to see what you guys are saying. It's very rarely anything important, isn't it? Very seldom do you guys say anything of significance. But whatever. I guess you can be here. I will give you the stage. Lopi does tend to infect people's brains. Yeah, she's kind of like a cordyceps, isn't she? Let's go. I know, I'm sorry. I pigeon lit you, or whatever you call it. It's like gaslight, but for pigeons. I mean, I don't know. We could talk about pigeons if you talk. What the hell do we talk about pigeons? Hey, pal. Hey, Bree. How you going? Hey to whoever is spamming the hearts. I see that. That's still an interesting feature. I don't know why they added it. It's like emotes, but not. What happens in VTubers? That's a biology question. Not much. Pigeon catfish. Pigeonfish. Okay. Twitter keeps asking me to authenticate my account anytime I go on the website. I don't know why. Is anyone else getting this? 2 identical objects. It's such a strange captcha as well. It's my favorite type of pigeon. The kind that is quiet. The quiet pigeons. No. Did they just think I'm a fucking robot? No. It's a me issue? Oh. That's not fair. I'm not changing. I've not touched my name. I've not touched my name once. Do you have 2FA turned on? I think I may. Yeah, I definitely do, because I don't. Bro, what if someone hacked my account and posted a wrong tier list? I'm gonna tell that happened when I was logging into a new phone. I'm not changing it. I don't know. Twitter X. Every time I change anything in my Twitter profile, it wants to be authenticate. I haven't changed anything though. It's just like, fuck you. Do this captcha. Cold, thank you for the 3 months. I don't know what you're talking about though. I've never mentioned anything about that ever. It's never happened. It's a lie. And Teal, thank you for the membership as well. So, again, my brain's still a bit sluggish. Wait, why did Teal show up for 4 months but not Cold? Okay, Cold, fuck you. I guess the Cold, I hate to break it to you, the stream elements hates you. So, there's a few things to talk about. Honestly, not too insane a week. Outside of maybe like 2 stories that we'll get to. However, there's a few things we can talk about. I might try and go a bit faster because again my brain is a bit. There's a reason my short was late today. I woke up a bit late and I was like, oh no. Hey Rivets, there you go. Hey Dazai. So let me go to my proper page, and I guess I will bring up what the first thing we want to talk about. Vshojo's thing, it should be quick. Vshojo only has one thing, and it's, I mean, there's not much I can say, really. Although, I guess there's a little bit we can say. How's my head doing? It's not sore anymore. It's just, yeah, if you don't know, I get, like, fucking migraines all the goddamn time. This one was, like, the biggest fucking, because normally, right, when I have a migraine, I take a, like...
I'm getting that, fuck you.
Cool, thank you for the super chat. I didn't see it pop up in chat, but it says it's a super chat on my thing. What the hello? It says it's a super chat in my stream elements, but I don't see it in chat. I did change to live, yeah. But thank you. Cool. There you go. You get your Lopi fuck you. But yeah, I get migraines all the time. I took some ibuprofen. I normally just take 2 ibuprofen, 2 paracetamol, and 2 aspirin. I know that's probably not ideal, but I do it and it's fine. And normally I do that and then I get some sleep and I'm fine. If I don't catch it soon enough, it can be pretty bad. But this one, I caught it. It still didn't go away. I fell asleep, I woke up and I still had it. It was like 26 hours or something of straight migraine. I was very sore. Don't kill yourself using meds again. Look, I'd rather deal with the fallout. My kidneys can handle it, right? My kidneys aren't a bitch. They can handle it. But I'd rather deal with kidney failure than fucking migraine. Do you know how annoying it is to not be able to do anything? You just sat there, you're like, well, my brain doesn't work anymore. I'm in significant pain. Thinking hurts and I can't sleep because it's sore. I hate it. I hate migraines. They're the worst pain, I swear. That's true. The Scottish kidneys are built different. Anyway. Here we go. This is not about my brain being dysfunctional, alright? This is about Vtuber. The VT, the VTism. 26. Yeah, I know. Look, normally migraine goes away after I sleep, but this one just stuck around. So I'm still a bit groggy. I'd rather have someone break my arm than a migraine. Honestly, I mean, no, I wouldn't like to deal with a fallout, but in terms of immediate pain, probably, yeah. Like, limb pain and body pain is way better to deal with than fucking head. Head pain is the worst. You can't do anything. Is being interested in VTubers not a brain problem? You're probably right. That's probably where it came from. Not a good idea to combine aspirin and ibuprofen. I figured, but like my thought process is more painkiller means less pain. I feel like that's logical. I've never actually broken a limb, so you know I am kind of talking at my ass a little bit. I'm careful. I'm very athletic and coordinated. I would never break an arm. I would never break my limbs. Let me... So, the first thing is actually pretty cool. So we talked about this teaser last time. Don't bonk me, YouTube. Oh, so these packages, the first time I saw them, I was like, hey, Isabel Kagan. The first time I saw these packages, I was like, okay. Like these ones, I was like, there's definitely some branding you could do there, but I'm surprised they ran this past Melody and she didn't go, but it's a candy-based concert. Candy pop-ups, so yeah, no, this isn't your merch. This is Vshojo's 3D concert. It's their first, I think it's their first concert ever. Iron Mouse has had her own personal concerts before, but I think this is the first Vshojo one. And 5 original songs. It's called Candy Pop Explosion, which, I'm not gonna lie, sounds like a JoJo arc. I've never watched JoJo's, but every arc I hear sounds exactly like this. Candy Pop Explosion, or Diamond is Unbreakable, or whatever. Hey Oliver, how you going? Golden Wind, yeah, like Steel Ball Run, exactly. It sounds like a fucking JoJo arc. So that I mean, it's a funny name. Also, I guess Hime is going to be there as well. They managed to drag her out of retirement. Although, has she been streaming more? She said she was going to be streaming more, but I haven't actually seen her streaming that often. But yeah, should be cool. The interesting thing more than anything was that it's on, the way they're running tickets is actually quite interesting. So, they have a trailer. It's a JoJo everything's a JoJo reference. She says that once a year. It is tradition. They're doing their tickets through... It is online only, it's not in person. They're doing their tickets through YouTube memberships, which I think is interesting. So, essentially what happens is you go to your YouTube, you go to Vshojo Highlights, which is where they post, like, their highlights. Weirdly enough, I know stranger things have happened. Don't worry about it, I'm smart. But you go here, and then you go to, like... Okay, I don't actually know what happens if I hit join. I don't want it to show, like, my fucking credit card info or some shit. Give me a second. Okay, no, we're fine. So you go to like here and it's like 26 quid or like 30 US dollars. And that gives you access to the live stream. So it's basically going to be a members only live stream for this. So rather than having to pay tickets like through Ticketmaster or whatever, you just buy a membership. And it also means you can get a VOD. You can just go back and watch the VOD. It is interesting because I don't know how they're going to do... Don't do that. I don't know how they're going to do... Like... long-term VODs. Like, are you going to have to keep paying the $30 a month to keep seeing the VOD? Or do you, like... Maybe they upload it... No, they can't upload it because then everyone would get their hands on it. So I guess it's going to be like a... continual thing, although hopefully that means that if you miss it and like 2 months down the line you want to watch it, you can pay $30 and watch it as a rerun. Or you could just fucking screen cap the thing, just don't re-upload it. I think that's fine. If you paid for it and you watch it the first time, I think it's fine to record it and watch it yourself, just don't fucking distribute it. Oh yeah, you can download. You can download streams if you're a member, can't you? Maybe, I actually don't know. Just never close the tab, obviously. That's the real Giga Brain play. Just keep the fucking tab tabbed. Who the fuck is Howard? Howard is the pigeon in the thumbnail. He's my Yoshi. $30. Yeah, look, Vtuber Concert is always a bit strange in terms of cost when you think about it, but like, I mean, it's a lot of effort going into it and whatever. It's what people are willing to pay. Did you see the Vshojo art gallery? They had shit in there that was like tens of thousands of dollars. It's not that extortionate compared to that. How does my Yoshi? You can't have him. I can have multiple Oshis, alright? I never said I was monogamous. Monogamnoshi? No, that doesn't work. It's 26 quid, so like 30 US dollars. So whatever USD to your fucking currency of choices. It was really nice art, I'm just saying, like, bro, you have to be loaded. But yeah, it's an interesting way, it's an interesting way of doing tickets, I think. Like, instead of having to go through like an external site or whatever, where you have to deal with like weird distribution and shit. I think it makes sense, and it means you have eternal VODs and you don't have to upload it yourself. It does make sense. Yeah, if you're going to an art exhibit, you're probably fucking loaded. Get hammered for using that acronym. Leave me alone. But yeah, oh, I closed my Twitter. Well, whatever. Nothing of value was lost. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I'm excited to see the original songs. I don't know who they're going to be from, but I'm excited at the very least. Because Vshojo songs tend to go hard. Yes. Yeah, it's less than Hollow and Niji concerts at least. Although at least they are like in person of it. Although actually, I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know if they're just going to have like a 3D stage and do it entirely in... I guess they're going to do it entirely in VR. Compared to like Hollow and Niji, who do like weird, like a 2D projection kind of thing. Oh god, my music's over. My music is ended. You should ask for a media pass. Yeah, I'll ask them for a journal pass. Be like, hey, I'm a journalist. Can I get in for free? Thank you. But yeah, is it? I think it's only Vshojo news this week. Is the carry a guy or a girl? I thought it was okay. I guess we can talk about this now. So okay, Aura, Aura is debuting next week, which is kind of fun. She's posted some shorts on her her YouTube, but she hasn't streamed her shit yet. So she's been, I mean, she's been coming out for like, coming out. It's kind of weird to say. Okay, maybe don't say it like that, Pen. But she's been like pre-debut for a few months now. It has been a while, but she's debuting next week in 6 days, so next Saturday. And hey, how you going? Been a while, yeah. She's been cooking for a while, so I saw that and I was like, that's pretty cool. We'll get her. I've seen her interacting with the community and shit. Micro's always simping pre-debut. Micro simps pre-debut, during debut, and post-debut. That is his entire full-time job. But then I saw this. So this is Voice Mod, who has what a fucking PFP. And then, oh yeah, I also saw there's a Ophelia skin for Opera. That's what I saw as well the other day. I assume you guys know like Ophelia Midnight. I saw like a theme for Opera, like her theme. It looked pretty fucking sick. Obviously, I should jump ship. Obviously, change browser. Yeah, she can definitely sing. Fucking hell. I listened to some of her covers before stream actually, just to check them out. But yeah, and then I saw this and I was like, okay, so we're going through we're getting the industry VTubers now. Then Fifi said new boyfriend unlocked, and I was like, wait a minute. She is androgynous enough that I guess you could spin it. I think she's a girl though. She could be neither. You never know. I'm pretty like it's hard to tell with anime characters, man. Literal industry plan. Do you call boys gremlins? That was what I was thinking. You do sometimes, like Albin from Niji is a gremlin, but it is rarer to call guys gremlins than, you know, they probably have buttons to change their gender and age. That is true. It would be such a flex because voice mod is like a real-time voice changer kind of thing, right? And soundboard, right? It would be such a flex if they had their VTuber be an actual guy using their own software to change their voice into a girl's. It would be such a good like gimmicky thing. Also, yeah, that profile picture as well. What the fuck am I looking? Whatever. I would do it if I was their marketing manager, but whatever. I'm not professional. Only problem is that Texan says, no, it doesn't, bro. Hang on. The one I always go to is Rayless posted one that still fucking shocks me. But, you know, recently, the last couple months, man, the advancements of, like, AI have mean that you can get some really fucking legit, okay, I'm going to show you Rayless's vid on it, just because this is the one I saw and it was like, what? But, hang on, let me pause this. I've showed this before, but it still blows my mind. So,
okay, ready, everyone?
This would trick me.
Hello, me.
This would fucking trick me. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't catch on to this, but I am also a dumb fuck. I acknowledge that. Is voice mod in the AI generation? I think they do. I mean, it seems like it's in there. If only we could hear. Was that too quiet?
AI voice changer to talk like my friends and then call them.
Oh, okay.
So that's Rayless,
everyone?
if you know who Rayless is, which is weird to me because it's weird to hear someone knowing their...
Hello, me.
Like, you can still hear the inflections, but that's just his way of speaking. Which I guess is interesting. Oh, hey Rayless, how you going? I saw that video. That video freaked me the fuck out, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard it, and you doubling your voice over yourself, I was like, huh? Excuse me? What? I knew voice changers were... Like, I knew voice changers were good. I didn't know they were good enough that I would never pick up on them. But here we are. So yeah, I think if I was, anyway, yeah, that's Rayless in the chat. Go sub to him. He's great. He's my favorite cat. Definitely better cat than Tao. 10 out of 10. If I was voice mod, that's how I would do my VTuber. I'd have them be a guy and just voice change them to a girl. But let's not scroll down. I don't know what voice mod is doing. I don't know what they're cooking, bro. Black Mirror, here we go. It's, I don't know, man. It is weird. It's like getting harder and harder to really be certain of what you're seeing or hearing on the internet. Because like when you think about it I should probably follow them. When you think about it, right? Like between, you know, VTubers being models and, you know, so not like real people, I know, I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you. And AI voice being able to basically replicate them. Like some of the covers I've heard of like Gura singing. I heard the Gura, was it Cupid? II, whatever it's called. No, Tao's a cat boy, unfortunately. Like I heard the Gura covers. Is it Cupid? Yeah. I heard that before she actually sang it, and it sounded like legit. Outside of maybe like a few 5-second sections here and there, for the most part I was like, huh, that sounds like Gura, and it sounds good. And so we're getting to the point where you could really realistically mimic someone's voice over the internet, and with models being, I mean, it's not like you can duplicate them, but you could probably get relatively close if you tried. You could probably imitate Gura pretty easily if you really wanted to. You'd obviously get sued out the ass, and Cover would immediately bonk you with the might of 1,000 suns. Hey Zen, how you going? But it would be possible, and it's kind of scary to think about. Especially since it's not just models now, like there's a whole, it started out I think as like mostly a weird TikTok trend to like make it look like certain people were saying things, but it's definitely gotten more and more advanced recently. I don't know, I'm kind of scared to think where we'll be like 5 years from now. Considering how fucking much it's advanced in the last 5 months. So, but anyway, Doom theorizing or whatever behind us. Anime girl time, it's not quite there yet. You can make them look really convincing in videos, but if you interact with them for a few minutes, you see the cracks. I mean, now that'll always be the downfall, right? Is like with any sort of AI thing, is real-time processing. But the problem is even if you can edit it and record it, like, I mean, you see people doing it with voice actors and shit now. It's like one of the big controversies at the moment, especially in like the modding scene. I know at least in the Skyrim modding scene, is that like people are just taking voice actors and like taking their voice and then AI generating it and using it in their mods to replicate like the real voice actor's voice, and then that gets into weird territory. And then I you know, you get into that argument of like, do you ever want to mention other VTubers? Bro, my entire job is talking about other VTubers. If I had that role, I would not have a channel. I know most VTubers have that role, but I kind of exempt it because, like, bro, what would we talk about if not other VTubers? I don't have anything interesting to fucking tell you. I live inside. I'm a physics major. I have 0 interesting stories to entertain you guys with. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. The mods are cool, but like at the same time, it's kind of weird. Like, do you own your voice? Like the president AIs playing fucking video games is great. The presidents playing COD Zombies is one of my favorite videos. But like, if someone could imitate your voice perfectly, do they have a right to do that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, AI voice, these are kind of strange, but like, if someone could, with their own voice, perfectly imitate yours, would that be okay? I don't know, it's hard. It's really weird to revolve the voice packs for the lows and making your mod pack better, I guess, but the thing is, it's, when you think about it, mod packs have done that since time immemorial, just not with voices, right? Like, how many mod packs use, like, how many mods in games use, like, reused assets, right? Where they take an asset from another game and import it. Or a reused soundtrack, where they take a soundtrack from another game and import it. Or, you know, like, how many fucking mods are there for Zelda items in other games where they've just taken the fucking Zelda model and, like, imported it? Is that fair? Like, they're not making any money off of it. It's, I don't know, it's a real grey area. Assets aren't a person's actual voice that can be manipulated and saying everything. Yeah, but again, what if you could, like, mimic someone's voice, right? Like, what if you could replicate someone's voice perfectly with your own voice, which some people can do? Do you then have the right to make it say anything, even though you're imitating someone else's voice? the end result is the same. The only difference is that you might have to actually put a bit of work and effort into it. Obviously, it's more dangerous if it's like available everywhere to anyone with a click of a button, but it raises an interesting question about the ownership of, you know, your sound. You're still a human. Yeah, you're still a human doing work. I guess so. But then I guess the people who made the AI were also humans doing work. So if you code the AI from the ground up, if you made it yourself and ended up replicating the voice, is that fair? If it's about effort, if it's not about effort, I don't know. It's like, is it about effort or is it about the end result? Because on one hand, if it's about the end result, then neither should be good. If it's about effort, then one is fine. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's a real grey area that I think we're really going to have to deal with in the future of like, how the fuck do we handle AI and like the rights we have to think, because we've never really had to worry about it before, you know? Like, we've never had to really worry about like, oh, what if someone steals my voice? Because it's never really been an option, but now it is, and we're like, ah, fuck. Or like, what about someone's writing style, right? Like, let's say that you are an author with like hundreds of, let's say you're like Brandon Sanderson or whatever, and someone trains an AI on your work and uses it to like check other like stories and whatnot. Like, is it not just as a spell checker, but as like a grammar checker and shit like that? Is that fair? Like, and then at what point does it stop? Because most people agree that like if an AI writing checker came out, I think most people will be okay with it. But then when it progresses into creative arts, it's hard. I don't know, like, or AI art, like, it's very strange. I don't know. It's a weird grey area. VTubing is kind of at the center of it as well because of how anime the industry is. What was it? Oh, there was okay, sorry, we're tangenting so hard. Yeah, I know, so we'll get back on track in a second. But I did see an anime. No, it was a manga. What's it called? No, there's a manga about AI generated art. It wasn't like an AI generated art manga. It was about like AI generation. Yeah, sorry. Welcome to my streams. I go off on tangents a lot. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah. There was I saw it on Reddit at some point, but yeah, it was like all the images were drawn with AI art, but the manga itself was about like the prompts they used and how they made it and shit like that. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be wild, especially with how quickly it's getting better and better. It'll be an interesting few years. But back to anime, people. I'm sorry, that was a big tangent. I apologize. Shout out to Jonathan Edge. You're a real one. You want to tell us more about Harold? No, he's mine. You can't have him. I own him. I bought him legally and above the bar. He's mine. Don't touch him. You can't have him. I'm sorry. His heart belongs to me. Do pigeons have hearts? I imagine they have hearts. I just don't know where they are. Where are we? What were we doing? Okay, we did that. We'll cover the Hololive stuff first. Yeah. So the Hololive stuff, I mean, there's a few. How many Hololive stories are there? There's only a few like cool things. So we mentioned Shiori obviously going on hiatus last week. I think I just didn't mention it in the short because it just happened and I wasn't sure about the source. But let me. Yeah, so Shiori's going on hiatus. We talked about that before. In the ribcage, your heart is in your ribcage. You are a pigeon. Oh my god, so true. Actually, no. Ew, disgusting. Lopi likes pigeons. I could never be a pigeon. Have you seen any of the clips of JP Girls playing the new Hoshimari horror game? Some of the best devs have made the Corona horror game. I saw the fucking what's her name? It's not Rusha. Neko. Oh, what's her fucking name again? I can't remember. I'm blanking. My brain, guys. My brain. I'm sorry. My brain is slow. Someone will correct me. Not Nazuna, not Vshojo, the other one. Miki Neko, that's one. I knew it was Neko some shit. I saw Miki Neko's fucking thumbnail and I was like, hold up. I had a fucking IRL double take. Let me see if I can find it. How do you get to Miki Neko's fucking channel? Hang on. Bro, yeah. I saw this thumbnail. Let me see if I can open... That's a GIF. The fuck? Yeah, but I saw this thumbnail here and I was like, excuse me? I had like a IRL like whiplash. I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, oh, it's a game. I was like, this brings back memories. No, Harold. Harold is in my closet. You leave Harold out of this. But yeah, I've seen clips occasionally. I've seen a few, but I've not really looked into it. It's one of those like Japanese horror games, I think, which makes it hard for me to understand. Yeah, so what was it? Where was I? What was I doing? I was talking. Oh yeah, Shiro's hiatus. This actually happened before, just like an hour before I started working the short. If I go to Twitter again, I think I bookmarked it. I'm a good boy. I do my homework. I've done my research. Where is here? The Iris is finally getting her 3D. Pen didn't get cut by something coming out an hour after the short. It's not been an hour yet. Give it time. Oh yeah, the Ian collab ban ended as well, yeah. Because Kiara's doing a collab with some of the girls and she had to clarify that it wasn't illegal. I love how the new girls are always the first ones to be like, yo, let's go. Hey Tess. But yeah, it's Iris is getting her 3D. Which is cool. I'm kind of curious what it's going to look like. Because somebody asked Iris, okay, I didn't talk about this when it happened, but remember when you're contemplating showing clips of the streams in shorts, my friend told me what happened if you did like shorts introducing people who are usually in the streams. Like introducing the VTubers or introducing like Tao. I have shorts that go over like the people I'm talking about, kind of. For most of Holo and a lot of Niji EN, I have like little shorts for them. But yeah. I just talked about... I hit my funny bone. I hit my funny bone, chat. Oh, it's very not funny. I do not find this humorous at all. And I know funny. I'm a funny muff. I'm actually not. I just talked about this before, where somebody asked her, they were like, are we going to see, you know, in the future will we see original Iris, you know, Iris 1.0 before the brush up? Are we ever going to see her again? And Iris kind of said no, because it's like a rights ownership deal or whatever with the original model, which is weird. I'd have thought Hololive would have just bought the rights, but whatever. So I'm kind of curious. She did say in the future they might see like inspiration from the original one, but I'm wondering if maybe we'll see. I don't know if it's based on the promotional art. It's going to be based on her current model. But yeah, I missed the first one. I say that I preferred the overall design of the first one. I like the colors of the hair and the face on Iris's new one, but the original one with the darker like theme was cool. I'm always sleepy, man. My throat is also sore. Sorry, I just realized I forgot to mute and gulped right down the mic. Enjoy that. Just for you guys. Vern collabing with Haka. I did not see Vern collabing with Haka. I feel like I've missed something. That sounds absolutely fucking chaotic. What the fuck? It sounds like the most chaotic stream known to man. Ben Benrose and Haka? That's... How's the world still standing? What the fuck? So yeah, there was that. There was... Oh yeah, the new Holo ID outfits as well are in here somewhere. Yep. So, is that Akela and Cobalt getting new outfits? Which is cool. Played a variation Club Penguin card game. What is it? It was called like Card Jutsu? Was it Card Jutsu? It wasn't Jujutsu, that's a fucking martial art. Was it Card Jutsu? It's been so long since I played that. It is called Card Jutsu. Bro, that shit was the bomb as a kid. I loved that shit. You do not want to test me in card. I can't actually remember how the fuck you play. Bro, Club Penguin, right? I swear, I spent so much time on Club Penguin, but I do not remember a single goddamn thing that we did in Club Penguin. I just remember there was penguins. There wasn't actually that many clubs. Actually, no, there was a club. There was a disco ball. And there was like a secret agent detective thing. I can't remember it. There was like Snowball. I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, Zoomers in chat, Club Penguin is dead. Where were you when Club Penguin was killed? How was at home eating Dorito? When phone ring, Club Penguin is kill. No. That's a good meme. That's an old meme, but it checks out. You ever on Habbo Hotel? I think I saw the Internet Historian video on Habbo Hotel. I had never actually played it myself. But yeah, new costumes. We'll see them 2 days, so I'm sure you guys will be there. I'm like, okay, I think this is Kobo. Kobo always has the wildest hairpiece, right? Like, okay, Kayla looks really cool. Is that as... Wait. Hang on. Sorry, I'm looking at, those look like actual cat ears. Cause like, yeah, Zeta normally has like kind of cat-ish ear thingies, like, hang on, here's Zeta. But they're not like like she denies it. She like, technically I think it's her hair. I don't actually know how that's possible, but it is. I think canonically she's not a cat, but everyone calls her a cat. But those look like actual fucking cat ear. Like, see the difference? Like, has she finally capitulated? That's a big fucking word. You didn't think I knew a word that big, but I'm big brain. I have big IQ point. I have one single IQ point, but it's way bigger than you use. Those look like cat ears. Maybe she's finally given in. And then Kayla just looks... I can already tell Kayla's just going to be really pretty. It's just... long hair, man. It gets me. Every time. You feel me? Like the fucking... I don't know, man. I don't know shit about hair. I don't know shit about women. But long hair is... Kayla is always pretty. Kayla's like... Isn't Kayla... Oh, no, wait. Narissa's the tallest now, isn't she? I think Narissa's canonically the tallest Holomem now. Right? Yeah. Isn't Narissa pretty tall, actually? We're going off in a tangent, I know, but give me a second. "175 centimeters is actually pretty fucking tall. Even by normal standard. Like, normally when we say someone's tall, we're like, by VTuber standards, you know, they're not 5'2", they're basically a giant. But 5'9" is pretty fucking tall. No, I think Kayla is like 5'7". 5'9" is pretty tall. By VTuber standards, she's a fucking giant. But yeah, I'm sure they'll look cool. Kobo's though, like, what is going on? Also, I like how they make Kobo look similar heights to the rest of them to make it line up, but in reality, Kobo's like here and Kayla's like here. I thought Rainy was taller than Kayla. She might be. I think Rainy is like 174? 172? Those aren't headphones. What the fuck kind of headphones are you wearing? Getting that surround sound, 480 degrees. Yeah, Kobo doesn't look like Kobo. But, I mean, it's a new outfit, not a new model, so she can't change that much. Like, for another standard, she's a skyscraper. I'm tall. Bro, do not make me post an IRL photo of me standing next to a measuring stick. I will do it. I am that petty. Just to shut people up. Don't fucking test me. Although I don't want to give you guys more bait to call me a fucking skeleton with. Indonesia. I don't know if it's an Indonesian head. I think she just wants to be a princess, so she's going for the crown. Yeah. So Holo ID outfits, and then oh yeah, did any of you guys watch the Hololive Unite tournament? You can wear a hat, mask, and hoodie. I need to get a Lopi mask. I need to get a mask made of just like Lopi's fucking face and wear that. Oh no, but then she'll claim it's her that's tall. Hang on. Yeah, I know. It's pretty intense. I watched the Fauna and Kiara, like Fauna trying to teach Kiara beforehand, and it was fucking funny. It was like, bro, there was a moment where Kiara was like, so what can I do to get better at the game? And Fauna was like, you could read your abilities. And Kiara was like, accept that. No reading. Reading is cringe. I'm shit at MOBAs. I don't get it. Play Absol. I don't play MOBAs. It's not my thing. I don't like them. They're not very fun for me personally. Too much shit going on. I spent like a solid 5 minutes reading all. I feel like you need to read your abilities in a MOBA. It's like row 1. Anyway, I think that's all the Hololive news. Probably, maybe. Okay. We have two things. We have Niji news, one of which is the big kind of news of the week that everyone's like, oh my god, Niji drama. And then we have another thing that I was going to put in the thumbnail and the title, and then I was like, maybe don't. EN Team blew. I think most people thought the EN Team were done. I don't actually know what the results were. I'm assuming they didn't win though. I'd have to assume. Just like Renee is listed 1 centimeter shorter than Kayla. Oh, interesting. Small. Are you doing that pop in your mouth? Yeah, I sometimes do my. I used to try and sound like like the Android, not the Android notification. There's a sound when you get a message up. I can't do it though. I used to be able to do the one with the where it makes it sound like a rain droplet. Nope, hang on. I can't do it anymore. I used to be more talented than I am now. I can't do it anymore. I've lost the ability. I've lost the ability. I can't. What is wrong with me? I hate it. I used to be talented. Not hard. Shut the fuck up, Marsh. Don't make me ban you. Sounds pretty good. What is that sorcery? Bro, did you ever sit in high school and just try and make weird fucking noises with whatever you had on hand? I used to be better. It's a sore throat. Yeah, look, I'm sorry. My brain is so foggy. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Let's talk about Niji. First thing, I actually want to talk about good Niji news. Vox. So, hang on, let me. 4440. So yeah, Vox did Vox does charity streams pretty often, but he did another one for because this is a whole thing, and it's like out of my area of expertise, but from what I know, like Hollywood people, like writers are going on strike because they basically get paid fucking nothing. Like, from what I know, like compared to the amount of money that, shows bring in and the amount of money the actors make, the writers get fucking nothing, which is bullshit, right? Like, I get why, because it's entertainment, and ultimately entertainment, you get paid based on, you don't really get paid based on your work as much as it sucks to say. For a lot of positions, you get paid based on how many fucking asses you can bring into seats, right? So like, actors get paid a lot because if you have Tom Hanks or whatever in your show, you're gonna get money from it, therefore Tom Hanks gets more money. Whereas even if you have a really, really good writer by themselves, they don't necessarily bring in the money, so they don't get paid as much. However, most of the really, really popular shows, like Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones, right? Well, early Game of Thrones, they kind of sell off of their writing, right? And yeah, even after that, even after they've written like a bomb show and it's done really well, they still get fucking no pay comparatively to like the rest of the team, right? They're like, yeah, and I think the actors are striking because of their likeness and the AI shit that's popping up. It's an interesting conundrum, I think. I was thinking about this the other day as well. It was actually with regards to like, there's a thing going around because I'm still in a lot of like Australian subreddits and whatnot, where like the female soccer team in Australia gets paid like way less than the male one, right? And there's this whole fucking debate about that, and it's this weird part of like entertainment industry where, you know, your hard work and your effort doesn't really matter. It's all about how many people you can make buy your product. So like, if you're an actor who's recognizable, then by, you know, you get paid a lot because inherently you bring in a lot of money. However, I think the thing that most people are protesting, and the reason it's bullshit, oh, it's 48 grand he made, is because compared to the amount of money the shows make, and compared to the amount of money like the executives and that profit like pull themselves, the actual writers and whatnot get paid jack shit. Like, you just fucking say soccer? It's called soccer in Australia. Isn't female soccer more popular than male soccer in Australia? I don't think so, at the very least. Maybe, but we were talking about they were talking about the World Cup. Kind of applies to mundane jobs as well. You don't get paid for effort, but how difficult to replace you are. Yeah, but at least in mundane jobs, how difficult to replace you are typically correlates to either expertise or like time in the industry and shit like that. It's only really in, you know, entertainment that your likeness, like just who you are, can bring that, especially to that much of a discrepancy, right? Like, yes, upper level IT manager will bring in more money than the entry level secretary, but the difference between that is the difference between like an entry level job and maybe like, I don't know, 100 grand a year or whatever it is that pays. When you look at actors, they are pulling millions, and the writers are probably barely making minimum wage. So like the discrepancy is fucking huge. Tell me people streamed all 5 seasons of the show, you wrote, here's $20. That's another thing as well, right? The shows they make get like, the shows they make basically live forever and get streamed forever and ever and ever, and bring in so much money for the streaming services as well, like Netflix and whatnot. Like, there are some shows out there that people buy entire streaming services just for, right? And yet the writers of those shows barely see any fucking money from it. So it's a whole thing. But again, it's very out of my wheelhouse. I feel like I should have done a different degree. Every time I talk about shit on this channel, I end up being like, well, I don't really know though, because I hate economics. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate it. It is economists and people that like move stock and shit. I hate them. I really do. Like, and bankers and I get why they exist. I get they provide a service and whatnot, but like, the concept of just moving money around and making money is weird to me. Like, they're not doing shit. I don't know. I hated economics growing up. I still hate it. It's cringe. Why can't everything be solved with a math equation? One day the day will come where the VTuber drama will be about physics or something. And then, I actually don't know how that would happen. Someone insults like the rocket equation. How come no agency besides Hololive who does, and Idol who does, but only if they have a feminine voice, hire male VTubers? Isn't that kind of, I don't know, discriminating? Does Idol hire male VTubers? I guess they say they do. I don't think they ever have. It's not discriminating. You can fucking hire, if you only want to hire women. Actually, can you do that? You know, you can. Because like, if you need someone to play a female role in an acting position, you can hire them. Niji is also true as well, yeah. Niji and Holo are actually the big ones. Idol is fairly recent and hasn't actually hired any guys. But you know, you can. you can hire people based on their gender if you are hiring specifically for a... I think discrimination only applies if it is entirely unrelated, right? You have my suspicions. Nowadays, does it really fucking matter? I don't know. Do I care? Do I care if the anime girl on my screen is secretly a dude? Not really. People always say that as a kind of gotcha. I get that a lot of my comments are like, bro, you know that he's secretly a 40-year-old man. I'm like, so? He's a funny 40-year-old man if he is. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with you? Is my headache? Is better. I'm still a bit groggy, but I'm okay overall. Yeah, I don't know. People always say it's like a gotcha, like, haha. It's like, I don't know. It's like people that point at wrestling as fake to wrestling fans, and they're like, bro, I know. I'm like, you think I care? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be stunned when you turn out to be a girl. Actually, I was looking this up the other day. It's really hard for girls to do, like, guy voices, because, like, from what I understand, like, guys can, like, tighten their vocal cords and, like, the cavities and whatnot to make their voice sound higher, but, like, it's really hard to, because you can't, like, expand more than you already are, so, like, it's really hard to go lower, like, because guys have, like, falsetto, right? But there's no, like, girl equivalent of falsetto for going down, so it's actually really hard for girls to do, like, convincing guy voices, but it's not super hard for guys to do relatively convincing girl voices if they try hard enough. It's kind of interesting. It depends on the kind of guy's voice you're going for, but Yugo, I mean, Yugo's voice was still very feminine. Like, everybody knew the moment Yugo debuted, they were like, that's, I mean, the person behind Yugo is actually non-binary, but, like, biologically, the moment they debuted, everyone was like, well, that's, you know, that's probably a female voice behind it. It's not to do with metal growls, I'm talking about, like, talking voice. There's, it's like it's something to do with, like, resonance. If you ever hear people try and go lower than they really try to, and then you hear someone who actually has a low voice, like, there's a resonance there that isn't there when you try and force it. Like, you would try and go really low, it sounds like you're pushing too hard, whereas if you just sit there, it sounds very, like, bassy. Whereas when you try and go higher, you're cutting out that bass anyway, so it doesn't matter. You can train yourself to have more resonance. I'm just saying it is very, very hard, at least from what I read. Again, I was just did a Google search the other day because I was like, why is that? It is significantly harder, not just for girls, but everyone, but, like, mostly for, like, if you're trying to do different gendered voices. It is significantly harder for, like, females to do, like, convincing male voices, especially in the lower end, than it is for guys to try and do the high pitch. I can't really do a high pitch voice. No. I have a falsetto, I never speak in it. I haven't gone up there in ages because it's cringe and it's weird. I haven't had a voice break in several years and I don't plan on starting now. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. It's one of those things where it's like, I never thought about that, but now I'm interested. I should try. One day, I'll just try and learn how to speak like a girl, and then I'll come on stream and be like, hey, sup? How you going? But yeah, I thought it was interesting. How did we get to that from fucking Vox's charity stream? I don't know. But yeah, Vox's charity stream is based... Vox always does charity streams when he can. He do be kind of based... Speak like Lopi. Bro, even in my highest falsetto, I could not reach that. Are you kidding? Lopi speaks in a, like, at a level that even dogs struggle to hear. Although, to be fair, that's a lot of VTuber girls. Just naturally, like, the squeakiest people on the internet. Except for, you know, 12-year-old boys. Imagine being cursed by a Scottish femboy VTuber. One of the worst punishments known to man. But, yes, anyway. That was the good Niji news. Shall we... I would probably break my vocal cords. Should we get on to the Selen thing? Because that was interesting. So, and I think it's... Did I must have bookmarked it, yeah. So, Selen, basically... Selen does a lot of... I guess I should probably timestamp this uniquely. I already have it as Niji news, but I guess you'd probably timestamp this specifically in case people are here for that. So, Selen does a lot of tournaments, like, especially recently. She participates in them, but she also sets them up. And what she was doing is she wanted to set up a Fall Guys tournament for like international Niji, so like people from all the different branches could come and play. And she tweeted out about it. Apparently, sorry. I saw her announcement and her speaking about it afterwards. But she tweeted out about it and about being excited for it. Why is Hogwarts Legacy trending again? It's been like 2 months since that came out. And then she came out saying, apologise, but unfortunately despite everything I tried to make work, I will not be able to hold the Fall Guys tournament anymore. I will not be able to organise any more international tournaments. I'm here and out. And then I can still try and organise stuff for within EN, and I'm sorry for disappointing my fans for looking forward to the Fall Guys tournament. Hope you look forward to other live or international events or tournaments in the future. So, hey, it sounds like pessimists, but I feel like Niji managers don't like the talents having outside communications. Okay, so yeah, the big thing was like, and Selena's clashed with management quite a few times in the past. We know this. Sorry, this isn't zoomed in very much. I apologize. Between like the whole wanting to give prize money to one of her like her contests and whatnot, but from what we know, from what she said afterwards, she thought that the permissions and the Niji being okay with whatever going ahead was still in place from a previous collab. Hang on, I think someone put in the Discord the actual, I'll read it out to you. I think someone put in the Discord the full statement. Where the hell is it? It was like a Discord screenshot. Here we go. Oh yeah, of course it was Falter. Falter always has the fucking good sauce, man. Dude always comes through. I guess I could just show you the actual thingy here. So as stated, there will not be any more international events organised with me, still able to participate in international events and organise other events, but it will be only for EN only. And a lot of fans that were looking forward to the Fall Guys tournament and didn't want to leave people in the dark, so I wanted to rip off the band-aid off that. It is officially fell through in the end. I messed up earlier tweeting about my excitement and starting my plans with organising the tournament, as I assumed my old approval sort was still in factor since I've been in discussion for it before the Puyo Tetris tournament. But I did get in trouble since it was not finalised for the new date when I thought it was. So we went back to negotiating and setting everything up with a new date, but I was only given the option to keep it within EN this time, and I wanted an international event but said I couldn't make it happen. I'm sad a lot of stuff fell through in the end, I'll just keep moving forward with it, and still have other fun things I have as a backup. So, obviously, the big thing people are like worried about, and I see with Niji nowadays, sorry, oh my god, speaking about voice cracks, my throat is so dry, holy shit. Blah. But yeah, people nowadays with Niji do not trust them at all. Like, people do not trust Niji management. But there's like two sides now, or I mean, there's two extremes, and then there's a lot of people kind of in the middle. There's the people that hate Niji management so much. My throat, okay, I don't know, it's just really dry. I'm not entirely sure why. There's people that hate Niji management so much that anytime they breathe, they jump down their throat. You saw that recently with the Mista and the Nina, right? Mista and Nina weren't Niji's fault, really. They weren't like, I mean, you could claim about like the burnout and whatnot, but in reality, Mista and Nina graduated because they wanted to, because it was their own decision. So there's a group of people that anytime anything happens with Niji, they jump down management's throat and they're like, how dare you? You're obviously a black company, fuck you. And in reality, I don't think those were really anything to do with Niji. I don't think it was their fault. Then you have the other people. The people that cling so strongly to Niji and claim that nothing wrong has ever happened and just get really angry anytime anybody tries to look deeper into what's going on, right? Falter posted this as a screenshot of the statement. It was the best source I had on hand. Thank you for quoting it down. But there's people that like cling so strongly to this sort of idea that Niji has done nothing wrong and that, you know, speculation is terrible and, you know, you should just mindlessly consume and not think about it and not critique or, you know, have any objections to anything Niji does, right? And that's both statements are obviously bad. If you constantly jump down Niji's throat for everything, nothing will get better and you're just hating everyone and everything. But if you also just mindlessly consume everything they do, knowing the fact that they've lied before, like they have publicly lied before, we know they've lied before, knowing that and knowing that Niji talents can't really speak out and break NDA about a lot of things, to then just be like, no, you should just shut up and accept it, is, you know, I think it's dumb. I think you need to have a healthy amount of criticism, right? Because you got to remember, Niji at its core is a company, right? They're not your friend. They're not your fucking buddy. They are a company that wants to get as much money as possible from you. Same as not the talents. The talents are great, but the company is just a company, right? They might be in the anime VTuber business, but they're still just a fucking company. So, like, you need to have at least a little bit of healthy criticism, you know, in dealing with shit like this. Otherwise, you just turn into one of those really, really annoying people on fucking r/virtual YouTubers or something who refuse to talk about anything that isn't just, oh my god, new outfit, new graduation, not new graduation, new debut. You got to be at least a little bit healthily skeptical, but you also have to rein it in and not let it affect the talents and not be an asshole about it and not, you know, not speculate so wildly and so strongly and so harshly that you end up negatively impacting the mental health of the people that you're supposed to support. It is like, there's a balancing point, right? But with something like this, I understand the frustration people get with Niji, because it does read like I will not be able to organize any more international tournaments from here on out. It does read like she's being basically told by management that you're not allowed to do that, which seems fucking ludicrous to me and to you and to most people, right? The idea that you can't host, not you, the idea that Selen specifically can't host international tournaments inside her own fucking company, right? Like, you can say things about like, oh, getting, you know, rights for games, right, that are outside the company. You can say things about like, oh, getting rights for collabs and whatnot. But within your own company, like within your own different branches, like what is the issue? Like, I don't think she was, like, I don't know, man. Niji has time and time again seemed to snub Selen. Like, Selen is probably one of the hardest working VTubers in nijisanji, right? She constantly goes out of her way to do cool shit, right? I mean, just look at her Twitter timeline for the past, like, okay, let's be careful. I don't think Selen normally posts anything super spicy, but, you know, just, I'm on the lookout. I'm on the lookout. But I mean, whatever, I can just tell you. She was in Twitch Rivals. She came fourth in the Battle Bit one. She's a team captain for the Pokemon Unite one. She's in Team 500 Ping for another tournament. Like, she's collabed with people from like all over. I think she was teaching Ollie how to play Pokemon Unite as well. Like, Selen goes out of her way to collab with so many people, do so many things. She's kind of like the Ollie of Niji, if that makes sense to you. Like, they both are very, very gung-ho about like collabing and reaching out and trying to, you know, interact with as many different communities at once. And it just kind of sucks that time and time again, it looks like Niji is just constantly snubbing her. Like, we had, you know, the contest where she couldn't even give out of her own fucking prize money out of her own pocket, right? She's spoken before on stream and it always comes across like she wants to do a lot more, but like she's constantly kind of faced with setbacks and management kind of telling her no. And it just sucks as a fan, right? To know that somebody really wants to try and do all this cool shit and go out their way to do this stuff, but there's some fucking guy sat there being like, can't have that, I'm sorry. Like, I don't get it as well. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, again, if she was talking about like hosting a concert or like something out there in terms of costs and expenditures, right? But you're talking about hosting a tournament inside your company. Like, it is with all of your own employees. Like, I don't see the issue. I don't understand what could possibly happen that, like, and to then basically tell her, not only like, can you not have it now for whatever fucking reason, right? but you also can't host any more international tournaments in the future. It just feels like a fucking slap in the face, right? Because it's not I don't want to host any international tournaments. It's I will not be able to organize any more international tournaments from here on out. It feels like I don't get it. I don't understand Niji. I don't get them sometimes because they have such cool talents. They have such cool shit going on. They do such cool things. But then every week or every 2 weeks or so, they do something that just makes you wonder if they're being piloted by a fucking gorilla, right? Because you're like, why? Just be normal. Like, it would take you, like, literally, right? You're in a situation where all you have to do is step back and let your fucking talents be amazing and do what they do because they're all fucking goated as shit, right? Just let Selen do what she wants. I guarantee you it'll go well. But you just, like, you literally just have to do fucking nothing and you win. And you can't even do that. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, it's such a bizarre concept to me. Some of the things they do. Like, there's some things that VTuber agencies do where I'm like, I don't like it, but I get it. Like, the whole games rights things, and the whole corporate speak when a controversy happens, and the going on suspension when something happens to kind of hide away and deal with it internally. I don't like it, but I get it. But then Niji sometimes does shit where I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, you basically had a free shot, you had a layup, and rather than taking it, you decided to throw the basketball into your own nutsack and crawl onto the floor dying. Like, you had a free shot, and you not only did you missed in a way that I didn't even know you could miss. Like, I don't get them. I don't understand. I want to love them so much. I wanna like them because I love the talents and I love what they do. But every like 2 weeks or so, they do something that makes me go, for fuck's sake, can you just get your shit together? Like, please, just bro, just let Selen run the company. Just give it to her. I don't know. I don't get them. They frustrate me. And yeah, like Selen came out with that statement and she was like, it's not going to sound like me. People were saying like Niji was like holding a gunpoint to her. I think it was just she pre-wrote a thing to get what she wanted out, and maybe it came across a little stunted because obviously anytime you pre-write something, it's going to come across a little bit, you know, stilted and business-like, but hey Lopi, you're, I don't know, like an hour late. Fuck, how dare you? Wow, cringe, unbased. I'm ranting about Niji again, so really, if you've seen any of my previous streams, you're not missing much. Just me being angry. Hey Tal. The fuck did you and Lopi show up at the same time? What is this, my personal hell? It's fine. As long as you don't take my pigeon away from me, we'll be fine. Late Lopi. I'm not bringing out Harold. It's not happening. Harold is mine, you can have him. Ow, my neck. Can we eat the pigeon? Probably. I think pigeons taste like chicken. I think. From what I've heard, at least. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. That's my Niji rant. Is there anything else I wanted to include in my Niji rant? I guess not really. I saw people saying that, like, oh my, okay, I saw I actually do keep in, not contact, but I do try to watch, like, other, news VTubers from now and then to kind of see what they're doing and what they're saying about things. And I watch a few of them whenever something happens, and I saw a few takes on this situation. And I saw some people, like, criticizing Niji, being like, people are acting like we're never getting international events again, and if you read, you know, it's only that Niji, it's only Selen can't do it, and, you know, we can still look forward to other livers. She says other livers, there's still obviously going to be international events, it's just not going to be hosted by Selen, and it's like, yeah, that's not the fucking problem, dumb shit. The fuck, man. The problem is that, for whatever reason, Selen has been banned from doing, like, international events, despite being probably one of the best people to host them. I don't get it. I've already ranted about it. I've already ranted about it excessively. I've been angry. I I went on a big long rant about Niji and how much I want to love them, but I also fucking hate them sometimes. She mentioned it was because she was overhyping it, but like... like, if your talent is overhyping something, surely you put the effort into raise it up to the hype so that you have a good event, not shoot down the talent and everything they've ever wanted to do. Yeah, I know she mentioned it on stream. We talked about that. I had it up earlier. I had the statement she said on stream because she tweeted out before she had it officially confirmed, but it's still... Sorry, I got the hiccups. It's still dumb. It's still dumb as shit. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate... Niji, man. Just get someone to pilot your fucking shit better. You're being led into the sun. You literally have, like, the easiest fucking company to run. All of your talents are amazing. Just let them do their shit. VS was a company that recently announced their English Spanish. Big focus on FPS gamers and getting good. I could do it. I'm so good at video games. Oh my god. I don't know how good I am at video games. I used to be good at COD when I was younger, but that was the old me. That was the me that was cringe. Now I'm even more cringe. I'm alright at Apex. I'm not terrible. I'm okay at Siege. Again, not terrible. I used to be good at COD. But I don't think I'm good enough to be a member of an agency specifically for good FPS gamers. Start losing your reflex in your 20s? I don't think that's actually true. I think it's like one of those urban myths. It's like the metabolism. You know how people always blame metabolism for some people being fat and some people not, but like in reality the standard deviation of metabolism is like 100 calories or some shit. It's like nothing. Titanfall 2 streams only. What is it with you guys in Titanfall 2? Like, it's a good game, I get it, but I swear to god, anytime I mention Apex, you guys are like, no, play Titanfall. God. I'm gonna have to preemptively time out Mars before he starts ranting about it. I didn't see the VSPO English announcement. Did he have an English Twitter? Maybe I'm not following the English Twitter. That is possible. I'm gonna feel from life. Why do people like Apex so much? Okay, people shit on Apex. Apex is fun. It's like... It's a battle royale, it's good movement, good gunplay, it's fun, it's like got some cool characters, they have some unique abilities, like it's a good game. People just look at it and they're like, it's not Titanfall though, god, just play Titanfall instead. It's like, what if I don't want to play Titanfall? What if I don't want to play a Titan, you know, 6v6 or whatever it is? What if I want to play a battle royale? Like, what's wrong with you? I think Apex is one of those games that like, people hate because it's popular and they're like, I'm different. I'm not... I'm not like you people. I don't have normie taste. I like... You guys are literally the fucking anime elitists of the Titanfall 8, like, fandom. Titanfall story is good. Titanfall 2 story is great. BT is my Yoshi. Where's my BT VTuber? Hate it because it got made instead of Titanfall 3. Bro, Titanfall 2 didn't even do very well, alright? We love it and it's a good game, but it fucking was sold like dog shit. Because it was released right before like Battlefield 1 came out. Are you surprised that Apex got made? Apex has been more successful than Titanfall 1 and 2 combined times about 100. Probably more than that. Sure, Titanfall movement is better in a sense, but it also is not in another way. Like, it is cool. I wish wall running was more prevalent in Apex, but you also don't have the long range movement that you get in Apex. You also don't get like the sniping play that, well, I guess you do get sniping, but not the same like long distance across map sniping kind of shit. Battle Royale games stress me, I get so nervous. Why? Is there anything else to talk about? There's one last thing we have to talk about. It's the thing I wanted to put in the thumbnail and the title, but I didn't, so I put a pigeon there instead because I was originally going to put a horse. That was the first thing my brain thought of. I was like, okay, I don't know what to put in the thumbnail. I want to put this topic, but I don't, so I need something to replace it with. I first thought of horse, and I was like, wait, putting a horse next to VTubers never ends well, so I switched to a pigeon. Lopi's obviously invading my brain. But yeah. So, the last thing I guess we have to talk about, and again, it's kind of an interesting little situation. False talked about it on his most recent video, and it was the thing I brought up last stream. I brought it up last stream and we talked about it a little bit, but it was happening as I was going over VSPO auditions. I mean, if I can find them, where the fuck are they? I don't know where they are. Someone has to send me a link. My Google Foo. Oh wait, no, I found a Reddit link. Aha, I found it. Never mind, I'm a genius. I'm incredible, I'm intelligent as hell. You underestimate me. Now we're seeking new English-speaking talents, meaning first gen EN auditions. Okay, that's a weird way to phrase that. I'd say first EN gen, but yeah. Hacker man. Bro, I love this aesthetic. Just fucking anime girls with guns. I think I've seen the apply now button in a mobile game, I'm not gonna lie to you. But you overestimate most of the time. Bro, you underestimate me. You underestimate my power. I'm so smart. That do be the thing. The first American VTuber agency. I mean, we could. Let me first hide this so I just don't show a hand. Let's look at the audition page. What is in here? Okay, hen. Here we go. I feel like I'm signing up for the fucking army. Recruitment. Candidates must be 18 years old. Lopi's out. Candidates must be fluent in English. Fuck, I'm out. Candidates must be able to work as a streamer long term and be able to communicate effectively with the team. Fuck. I've got 1 out of 3 points so far. We're okay. Must be able to maintain positive atmosphere in each stream. This is a positive atmosphere, right, guys? I definitely haven't insulted you. Must have a keen interest in Japanese pop culture and VTubing. I guess that checks. That's 2. Must be able to stream without interference in a proper environment with their own equipment. I can do that. Streaming experience is desirable but optional. Oh, right. Experiences in doing it before. Memorable voice is desirable but not necessary. Does that mean I have to put on it's positively bad. Fuck you, Flame. Cunt. Memorable voice is desirable but not necessary. I don't know. Do I have to put on the Lopi voice? Lopi, we were talking about if I could imitate your voice earlier. We decided it would hurt my voice too much to try. I have to go full Scott. I have to just full send it. Entirely go down the Scottish skill tree. I think you could do it. I have to just talk like Stitch the entire time. Engaging with chat. Being flexible and able to adapt to potential sudden changes. They don't list like FPS experience, which is interesting. Is it just like kind of expected that you're good at FPSs, or are they just going to filter out people that aren't good? Strive for excellence and continuously hone your gaming skills. Yeah, okay, so they are an esports org, so like I assume gaming, like being good at video games is probably desirable. Candidates will provide basic information as well as excerpts showcasing their gaming skills. No. Do you know what you have to do? Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna get Modern Warfare 2 and I'm gonna make one of those fucking old school MW2, hey Fred, like montages, you know, like the quick scoping, the 360 no scope silent shot throwing knife montages set to like 30 seconds from Mars or 3 Days Grace or something, right? You gotta full send it. You gotta have like the MLG shit in there, the Doritos and Mountain Dew. Bro, just make it a full on shit post. I don't think they'd appreciate it, but I'd find it funny. It's like, oh, you know that... Have you guys seen that clip? I can't play it because it's got copyrighted music in it and I'd probably get slammed, but there's a clip that's like, it's this woman ranting about like life and the meaning of life and trying to give this like inspirational speech or whatever. And like in the background is just the kill from 30 Seconds to Mars, and then it just transitions smoothly into a Modern Warfare 2 fucking quick scoping compilation. Like, I used to be good at MW2. I had 43 days of gameplay in MW2, which isn't a lot, really. Like, it's what, like 1,000 hours? But it was a lot back then, considering that you only really play Call of Duties for 1 year, and then you jump to the next one. Because you can be successful with the main fine boom. Sure, someone could pull off the MLG air hunt, probably, but not here. This seems like a very professional, like, we are good at video games. I don't know how good at video games. Like, what rank do you have to be? How do you transition smoothly into COD gameplay? I don't know, it's probably one of my favorite clips of all time. I used to be good at games. But yeah, I don't know, like, rough... No mention of gender so far. It's gonna be... Look at this shit. Bro, do you see a man anywhere in this vicinity? This is 100%... They're not gonna have, like, an entire agency filled with girls and be like, one guy. Try it. I imagine they just aren't mentioning it because they don't want to... It's the fucking opera thing again. They just don't want to look discriminatory, but like... I'll audition and highlight my amazing Animal Crossing Island and Stardew Valley farm. I guess they didn't specify what kind of gaming. Is there any game you're really good at? I'm like Champ 3 in Rocket League. I think. Which is... what is that percentage-wise? Champ 3 is like top 2%-ish. Something like that. Oh wait, that may be ones. It's like top 5% at least, I think. Something like that. So, not amazing, but not terrible either. I just never play it on stream. But yeah, no, nothing else really. I mean, I'm okay at Apex, nothing amazing. I'm okay at Siege, nothing amazing. I'm okay at most. That's the thing. Most games I'm like decent at. I'm just not really amazing at anything except maybe Rocket League, and even that's like not really amazing. It's like above average, solid. Risk of Rain 2. That is a game, and it is played on a computer, so I guess it is a computer game. We're transitioning into our Rocket League stream now, guys. I'm going to show you guys my sick warm-up. Risk of Rain 2 stream. I think I have Risk of Rain, I've just never played it. I've seen people play it, though. I'm actually a pro Minecraft player. My Minecraft PvP skills are off the charts. I was thinking about that the other day, because I was actually thinking about Danganronpa of all things, and I was like, bro, what if you have one talent that you are, like, it is yours, right? I mean, I'd be down to play Risk of Rain with you, Lopi, if you want. I think I have some mates playing Sea of Thieves at one point. I might invite you, if I remember when it was, but yeah, I'd be down to play Risk of Rain. Please. Hit me up, save me from playing with Germans all day. All I do is play with German people. I'm sick of them. Rocket League Twitch stream. I could stream Rocket League on Twitch. I try and stream games that people are interested in, and unfortunately, despite my supreme cover, most people in my community don't actually play the game. So, bro, Lopi, you have to let me teach you how to play Rocket League. Oh my god, the thought of you driving around in a little car not knowing what way is up is inherently amusing to me. You have to let me try and teach you to play Rocket League. For like 15 minutes. It's a free game. Just trust me, it'll be funny. It'll be funny for me. Maybe not for you, but like for me it'll be hilarious. I think, oh no, we still have that fucking one topic. We got off topic and I was like, okay, it's time to wrap up stream. And I realized we've forgotten to talk about the one serious topic we had. I don't want to talk about it now. I don't want to talk about the serious shit anymore. Now I have to timestamp. Ugh. This is why I try and do serious shit at the start of stream, because then I get to the end and I'm like, I want to just goof off and be a little fuckboy. But now I have to go back into serious number mode. I'm activating my trap card. So. I don't know what to call it that. So I talked about this last stream. Kind of. I brought it up as I knew it was happening, but I didn't really follow it that much. So I don't know if you guys are aware of someone named Futakachi Mana. I assume you are. She's relatively well known. You probably know her songs necessarily more than the like VTuber part, because her songs are great. I'll bring her up here. Now, the reason I kind of I'm just subbed on Twitch. You're subbed to Mana on Twitch. Listen to her songs are great. Anyway, I saw this when it happened just before my stream the other day, and I was like, but this is the most loopy image I've ever seen. Where the fuck is it? Actually, I had it bookmarked, didn't I? Where the fuck are my bookmarks? Did I not bookmark it? Fuck's sake. Oh my god. But basically, so there was a guy who was working with Mana in the past and has worked with like a lot of agencies and whatnot in the past to like make music. He's a composer, right? And let me see if I can find a lot of the threads got deleted, actually, annoyingly, because the guy deleted his account. Let me see. Yeah, the NDA breaking guy. So, I think it was after, no, it was before here. Oh my god, where is it? She tweets so much. There's so many tweets. I should have had it fucking bookmarked. I normally bookmark this shit, but I didn't have it bookmarked. I forgot. Help. What the fuck? Hello? Why? I don't know. I'm scrolling through. Yeah, I'm scrolling through Twitter live on stream. I never learned my lesson. Hang on, let me find it. It was literally the next fucking tweet. Good job, Pen. Good job. You did it. So, this went out, and this was the one I saw. She says last call it post, so I assume there was a few more. Oh yeah, she had a 10-hour stream. I didn't watch all of it. Fuck that. Look, I'm committed to doing news shit. I ain't that committed, bro. You have a few moments before you reset around. I never played Animal Crossing. That shit, it looks so boring. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know it's probably very insulting. I could never get into that kind of shit. It's like Factorial without the automation. No thank you. I know it's probably the most insulting thing Lope has ever heard. But yeah, so again, I don't know the full story, but from what I understand, Tachibana is a music composer who has worked with Mana and a few of her friends and quite a few agency VTubers in the past, such as Niji and Holo. And this was the one I saw, and I think this is the one most people saw, which was him basically saying he hoped that Mana got doxxed, and then, okay, I saw this and I was going to report on it anyway because I just thought this was maybe the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, right? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. All, like, bullshit aside, all, you know, like, oh, morally reprehensible shit aside, I was more offended by how fucking dumb this guy was. Like, if you... Here's the thing. Evil pricks always exist. There's always going to be some evil douchebag out there that's going to do some evil shit. It doesn't surprise me when someone comes out and is like, I'm going to be a cunt. Like, I'm not like, oh no, what? But what does surprise me sometimes, and what does frustrate me, is just how fucking dumb people can be. So this guy says, on 12/3, 2021, 11:55 a.m., he said, I'm actually kind of hoping she does get doxxed and gets forced to pack up operations because everything she is right now was built on the foundations I set up, right? And then, literally like, what is that? Like, 17 minutes later. No, 27 minutes later. My bad. I can't do math. I'm sorry. My math is bad. My math be bad. He posted this, which was a link to a tweet or a screenshot of a tweet doxing Mana. That tweet was posted at 12:22. He linked it at 12:22, exactly 27 minutes after he said he wished she got doxed. Now, I'm not Sherlock. I'm not even that smart. I can put this case together, lads. This isn't gonna take very long. This is like mystery game tutorial level. Like, after watching Mr. Stream, Man and her friends went through receipts and basically go in depth. Yeah, I saw some of it. I clicked into some of it before stream just to make sure I kind of got a, you know, somewhat of an idea. But, and then to like go, 4chan did it. Don't blame 4chan. Don't act like 4chan is in any way fucking predictable. But then like, the way he speaks reminds me of like a 14-year-old, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, don't piss off 4chan. Don't ever fucking piss off 4chan. Like, they're not Super Saiyans. They're not like the FBI. I mean, they can be kind of like the FBI, but bro, this is puzzle game on journalism. This is like, you know when you have the start of a game and it's like story mode where it's like, you just want to experience the story and you don't want to challenge. So this shit right here. Like, it was infamous hacker Anonymous. The hacker known as 4chan. This shit was dumb to me, bro. Besides, you know, obviously the moral reprehensibility of fucking, like doing this. It was him, John 4chan, he doxed her. But then he keeps going back to it. And he's like, it's 4chan. Like, bro, it's like you were at the scene of a crime. Somebody's like, oh, this woman got murdered. You're like, I didn't do it. It was that guy over there, man. That guy murdered her. Dang. So wild that she fucked with that guy and that guy murdered her. You don't ever fuck with that guy. He murders people. And it's like, nobody, like technically nobody in this conversation has accused you of anything yet, but you're like, bro, it was that guy. Trust me, it was that guy. It's like, what? Oh, this shit is so dumb. But yeah, there's a few replies and shit, but he deleted his account, so a lot of the threads are gone. Yeah, but... And then I don't know. It seems like, so basically he's actually relatively well not well known, but he's actually relatively accomplished in the composer scene, having worked with agency VTubers. But then one of Mana's friends, okay, it was here, but this was the post. I think it's gone now. I don't know where it's went. And I saw this as well, where Ku said that they didn't want people to talk about it or like publicize it if they weren't going to like appreciate it, and that's why I kind of took it out in the thumbnail, because I was like, I don't want to be that guy. Did you? This is very much a did you moment. The what do you call it? There's a thing in Scotland, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like when you know someone is bullshitting, you say did you? It's like a sarcastic way of basically saying, I know you're talking shit. But yeah, this is very much a did you moment. But yeah, and then I can't believe, like, what a good way to get fucking kicked out of the industry, man. Like, you're working for like Niji and Holo. You're probably like, you're going places in life. You've got all these contacts with like very established people in the industry, and you're just gonna throw it away to like what? To what? Like, what did you accomplish? Not to mention, you couldn't have been this, like, this is one of those things, like, you know when you see a dumb villain in a show and you're like, you know you shouldn't root for them. You know you shouldn't, like, give them advice. Like, it's good that they're dumb. They're fucking evil sacks of shit. But there's a part of me that's like, you couldn't have been a little bit more smart about it. Like, come on. Bro, seriously? Do you have any brain cells in that noggin of you? Like, bro, like, you couldn't have thought. You didn't even plan the murder. Like, you just fucking did it. You just sent it. And not only did you did it, you sent the evidence to an individual that is friends with the person that you doxed. Like, because honestly, you probably could get away with doxing someone like this. I know it's a terrible fucking thing to say because, like, like it's not something you should ever do to another person, but like if you have personal info on someone and you just go to, and they're popular enough, and you just go to 4chan and you just leak it, like yeah, if it's specific screenshots that only you have, you might not get away with it, but if it's just information or just a tip, like you could probably fucking get away with it. Especially with 4chan, it's so hard sometimes to track down the source of shit on 4chan because like it spreads so rapidly. The only way to fuck this up is to literally be DMing someone as you do it, which is what he did. That's the, like, talk about being a dumb fuck. So I'm almost convinced he's innocent. There's a part of me that's like, come on, maybe it's just the wildest coincidence, but he deleted all his fucking accounts. Which didn't give me an opportunity to see his like rebuttal or his, because I would like to give his side of the story and like go to his side and see what he has to say just in the interest of fairness, but like he deleted his accounts, which is not typically something innocent people do in my experience, so it's unfortunate, but I can't actually tell his side. It seems like he just fucking ran. But yeah, I saw this and whatever, here you go. He broke NDA, he doxed someone, and there was a lot of acclaim. Like, yeah, I think he'd been working with people for like 8 years, and he came out talking about like how emotionally abusive he was and whatnot. So there you go. It's a whole thing. Mana has a fucking 10-hour. If you're that interested, you want the full story. There's a 10-hour stream out there of it. You can find it. It's here somewhere. But yeah. No pigeon news. I don't know. Pigeons aren't real. There's your pigeon news. They're a fabricated entity made up by the government to spy on us. Another reason I didn't include it is because I think fucking Mana is in another argument with Rev or something. Like she's in a, you know, Rev, you know that guy. He's in a. Rev made a video about her and her tweets, and she's now tweeting back about like drama tubers, and I saw like one of her tweets being like drama channels are fucking parasites, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't include her in the thumbnail. Maybe it's best to stay on the safe side. I also hate it because I looked into it before stream because I was like, what is going on? I was fully prepared to disagree with Rev, and then I was like, fuck, I kind of don't agree with either of them. They're both kind of annoying in this situation. Like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be brutally honest, right? And this has nothing to do with the previous situation because I fully acknowledge that like she was the victim in that, and I do not encourage doxing in any way whatsoever. And so like the two are separate. It's kind of why I didn't want to put it in thumbnail, because I didn't want to bring this up and then bring the other thing up and be like, oh, so you're calling she deserved to get doxed, did she? Like, no, obviously not. In different situations. I like her music. Based on her tweets, I can't fucking stand her as an individual. She is one of those people that states her opinion, and then when people like disagree with her opinion and go against her, she's like, why are you coming into my tweets and talking about it then? Just move on. And it's like, bruh, you can't tweet your opinion and then when people reply to you with their opinion, you be like, well, why are you doing it? Like, why did you tweet it in the first fucking place? Oh, okay, to cover it, she made a tweet basically being like, there's a tweet of another VTuber being like, you know, people with an audience who don't use that audience in their reach to essentially tackle social issues, are just ignorant and basically calling people out for not using their audience for good or whatever, which is obviously a dog shit opinion. You're not obligated to do anything with your audience. It's yours. If you don't want to address political issues, you're fucking, especially for fucking, I don't know if it was a VTuber, but like if you are a VTuber, like, bro, you're gonna fucking address social issues as an anime person? What? But yeah, that happened, and then Mana made this tweet. People who use VTubing as a means to escape from reality don't understand that being on the internet is, in and of itself, is far from escaping reality. It's the cesspool of humanity magnified, most potent toxic form. Good luck keeping with that delusion, though. Like, here's the thing that annoys me about this whole thing. She made this statement, right? And the thing is, you can't, of course you can use VTubing to escape from reality. Like, there are certain VTubers that are just comfort streamers. You go there and for like 3 hours you can just kind of ignore what happened in the world. You can ignore what shitty day you had, what your boss said, whatever, and you can just chill and you can vibe, and it's an escape. Reading is an escape from reality. Video games are like anything that kind of takes your mind off shit for a while is an escape from reality, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's not this whole thing of people being constantly like woke. No, you have to be constantly angry about everything. You have to constantly be paying it. Like no, like life is hard. Shit sucks 90% of the time. There's nothing wrong with taking 3 hours a day to fucking, chill. But there's definitely features out there that are escape from reality. And to say that they don't understand that being in the internet is in and of itself far from escaping reality is such a condescending fucking statement made by someone who clearly doesn't know what they're fucking talking about. The internet isn't one homogenous goddamn thing. Like, the internet is, there are as many places on the internet as there are fucking people in the world, right? Like, and it's not a cesspool of humanity magnified to its most potent toxic form. That is a fucking hyperbole. Again, stated by, if you think the internet is the worst thing humanity has ever done, you obviously don't know about the shit humanity has done in the past, right? Right? And then to call them delusional for wanting to escape from reality, and then obviously replying, people harassing, obviously don't harass people for their opinions, don't insult, like, I don't think she knows what she's talking about. I will insult her opinions, but ad hominems don't help. Someone even accused me of hating male VTubers. Where's that coming from? Says Chris, I block. I mean, the people that are like block are annoying as well. You're still hiding replies you don't like. Yes, you still need to keep taking verbal abuse from people. Of course, I would keep blocking. So blocking people that disagree with you is fucking dumb as well. Again, like, to accuse people of escaping from reality on the internet because they're living in denial and in a delusion, and then to block people that are disagreeing with you is fucking mind-boggling to me. It is like, the fucking mental acrobatics that you need to do to get to that point is insane. You can't accuse people of living in denial and escaping from reality and then block people that disagree with you on the internet. Like, what are you doing? And then she says, like, I don't know, but you could just also just scroll past my tweet. Y'all went out of your way to verbally abuse. Okay, again, verbal abuse, not cool. An opinion just like, so it goes both ways. Do you know how delusional this makes you sound? You can't make a statement on the internet. You can't post an opinion, and then when people reply under you with their opinions, you're like, well, why didn't you just scroll past my fucking tweet? You could just scroll past an opinion, you just like move on with your day, but some rabid tweeters go out their way to verbally abuse people that have differing opinions with them and then expect the others to engage with them. Delusional, it's innocent block for me. Like, bro, you literally called people that are using VTubing to escape from reality delusional. You don't know what the fuck is going on in their life. You don't know what they're dealing with. You don't know what kind of shit an individual is going through in their day-to-day life that maybe they turn to a VTuber to escape from reality for 3 goddamn hours. There's nothing wrong with it. It is fine for people to escape from reality for 2 goddamn seconds to be happy for once, right? To call them delusional and to try and quote some, oh, but humanity's bad, look at me, I'm fucking gigabrained, is dumb. You sound like a fucking edgy 14-year-old talking about, like, the deep recesses of 4chan. People know life is shit. It doesn't make you wise or cool because you talk about it, right? But to call them delusional, to insult them for using VTubing as an escape from reality, and then to say that you could just scroll past an opinion, you just like move on with your day instead of going out of your way to verbally abuse you. Why didn't you keep your fucking opinion to yourself? Why did you tweet about it? I don't think you should. I think you should be free to say whatever you want, but people are also free to fucking reply to you. To then insta-block them for replying to you with a different opinion and then call them delusional is wild. And then glasses, some of the bios majority are like 18 to 19 limos, so I'm like, ain't no way I'm going to argue with a bunch of teenagers on the internet, which you currently are. Except you're blocking them. You're not even arguing with them. You don't even have that decency. You're just ignoring them and acting superior. Isn't really my problem. These people are chronically online, and I triggered them with that one tweet. Calling people chronically online as a VTuber is a kind of a wild statement. I don't know why people get so offended about being blocked nor make them think they won an argument because you don't want to waste your time. People think that blocking them is winning an argument because if they're harassing you, blocking them is fine. But if they're just making points and you block them, they did win the argument because you don't have a rebuttal. You basically shut off the conversation. You started an argument and you didn't finish it. So you lost. And then obviously people like this always come out with the highly likely not going to amount to anything in life, so just let them have it. Like, this weird sense of superiority. Again, you don't know what the people you're arguing with are like. Could be a fucking neurosurgeon for all you know. You don't know. This weird inherent sense of like, I'm better than you is annoying. But yeah, I don't know. This whole thing was fucking... Again, it was kind of why I didn't put it in the thumbnail and the title, because while the doxing thing was heinous and I disagree with it inherently and it's vile and you should never do that to a person, the more I looked at her tweets, the more I was like, she's a fucking asshole as well. And then I just learned what a unicorn is. Okay, so like dunking on unicorns is fine to me. Like, they're fucking weird. This is a weird statement to say, but whatever. Internet is such a lovely space indeed. You teabag nerds with the reality that their Oshi ain't fucking them, and they clap back with some good old anti-Semitic dog whistles. It's just like, oh, I hate people like this. I can't stand them. The people that talk the most shit, but the moment people talk back to them, they get all defensive and act like they've been personally offended and that people shouldn't be allowed to say shit to them. And they block and they rant and they rave. Like... There's just way too much small PP energy emanating in the scene. They have tied their sense of self to the things they fucking consume, that they flip their shit the moment you take them out from that delusion, remind them of reality. I have such a... So unicorns are basically the people that, like, they're the fucking weird people that demand that their Oshi not, like, speak with guys and be pure and say so. They're weird. I don't mind people dunking on them. They're kind of cringe. But it is also the national animal in Scotland, unfortunately. This shit of superiority, like, of reminding people about reality, it comes from this weird place where some people think that just because they're miserable, that they're constantly looking at how shit life is, that they're better, they're more mature, and that they constantly have to go out of their way to be a cunt, to remind people of how shit and, you know, absurd life is. People aren't all dumb. A lot of people have gone through shit that is probably worse than anything you could think of, right? And they probably know life is shit. And they maybe just don't go around their entire life thinking about it or talking about it and like to escape for a little bit. So to act this pretentious about it and to act like you're the only one who's seen through the Matrix, that's what this shit is. This is fucking female Andrew Tateism. Is this sort of weird feeling that you are the chosen one. You're the one that has seen through this shit and you have to remind people of how life really is. Like, shut the fuck up. You're not better than anyone else. You don't know any better than anyone else. You haven't experienced more than anyone else. You're just as fucking blind to most things as everyone else is. So to go around claiming that you're dragging them out of delusions is fucking brain dead. I can't stand it. And then obviously, like, Rev called her out, and that was a moment where I was like, fuck. People get mad when they engage with me in bad faith. What do they think? They're entitled to my time and energy when I'm just stating my opinions on my own platform? It's a public fucking platform, bro. It is Twitter. It is engaging with the public, and you're not... It's just stating opinions. You're stating opinions about people. And when you state opinions about people, those people have the right to fucking reply. If I was sat here talking about how shit, I don't know, women were, because I'm a fucking misogynist, right? Which I'm not. Don't take that out of context. But if I was... I couldn't just sit here and act all shocked that people didn't agree with it and came at me for it. Like, you're allowed to have opinions. You're allowed to state those opinions. But if you're stating them on a public forum, people are allowed to disagree with you. I fucking hate this mentality of I get to say my thing and anyone who disagrees with me should shut up and move on. Whatever. It frustrates me. And then there was a lot of tweets as well about them not getting bitches and, you know, obviously they're not getting fucked and they're not getting any pussy, and because people like this always resort to shit like that. They resort to name callings and weird feelings of superiority to win their arguments because they don't really have much else. They're not smart enough to actually win with debates and, you know, points. So they resort to ad hominems and personal attacks when blocking people because they don't have the intellectual ability to actually refute the points. Sorry, I'm getting annoyed. People like this just frustrate me. I don't like people that spew hatred and then get annoyed when people clap back at them. This is why I also wasn't going to talk about this, because I knew I'd get fucking dragged in and end up ranting about it, but I don't know. I'm perfectly fine with people talking shit, but if you're going to talk shit, at least have the decency to stand up and argue with people instead of retreating behind this shell of I'm better, I'm blocking you, no bitches, L, you know? But whatever, we're done. We're done with that story. That was a weird ending. Should have covered that first, wouldn't have got me as riled up. Hey beans. Oh my god, I'm choking. We cancelling Moonboy? Fucking go for it. Drag me into some VTuber drama. I just hated it because I saw Rev's video, and normally I disagree with Rev. It's like one of those moments where you're like, God damn it, don't make me agree with fucking Rev of all people. Please, for the love of God, I have higher standards than that. You know that feeling when you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. Don't make me on that side. Don't do this to me, bro. To be fair, Rev has some wild talk. Like even when Rev starts at a point I agree with, he always ends up going to some place where I'm like, God damn, okay, I'm backing out. Anyway, I think we're done. Whatever. Ugh, I hated that ending. I don't like getting into shit like that, but I didn't mean to talk about it. And then I get dragged in when I start talking about it because I just start going off and ranting about it. And then I'm like, I shouldn't have said half the things I said. They're probably going to come back to bite me. I'm going to get dragged into some fucking drama. I haven't been in any drama though. We're at 100k subs almost and I haven't been in any drama. Maybe it's about time. Maybe it's about time I go out of my way and get involved. What's it? Pigeons are cringe. More drama at 11. If Film told me you're angry, don't worry, we're over it. I need to find someone to raid. I'm sorry about that, chat. I didn't mean to get that heated at the end. Normally I plan what I'm going to talk about. That was something I wasn't planning on, so it was my stream of consciousness coming out. How do you see so many videos on home screen? It's just what I see, man. I just go to my home screen, that's what's there. Who's live that we can raid? Let me see. Let me go here and check. Why is it either nobody is streaming when I need to raise someone, or like 5 people are streaming and I can't pick between them?
Fernando, fuck you.
Yo, Harry, thank you for the super chat, man. Or the sticker. I think it's a sticker. Oh no, it's a super chat. You just didn't say anything. Thank you for it, though, by the way. The twins are live. I can't raid the twins, unfortunately. They don't have... not that I would, but like, I can't as well. They don't have enabled. Eric is doing some ASMR. I don't typically raid into ASMR though. Just because I don't know, some people really like ASMR, some people don't, and I don't want to like drag you guys into a stream where you maybe aren't a fan of ASMR. First ever super chat ever, and I didn't even say anything yet. Oof. Pretend to shit on false, pretend to shit on me. Yeah, false and I should get into some fake drama. You didn't know how to do it? Oh man, I'm sorry. I can't raid those people. Like most agency VTubers have it disabled like that. Ophi's doing a birthday countdown. I think she's doing karaoke. If we want to go there. Do you want to go say hi to Ophi? Fuck it, we'll go say hi to Ophi. Why not? Why not? Why not? Let's go say hi to Ophi, wish her well, she's counting down to her birthday, so it's technically not her birthday yet, but we can rate her? We can wish her a happy birthday later, when it is her birthday. Yeah, I'm sorry for the end of that getting as serious as it was. I didn't plan for that. I like to end, and I normally like to cover the drama first and then end on a good note, but I got a bit sucked in. My bad. I don't know what I'm doing next week. I think my first episode of Vtism will be out probably, maybe, if I can get it working. I might also be streaming with some people and playing some games. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna have to check tomorrow, but I'll let you know. The schedule will be posted. But yeah, go say hi to Ophi. Wish her a happy birthday when it's time, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Maybe Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday if Vtism happens. But yeah, thanks for dropping by. Bye bye, and bye bye now. Bye bye. I need to hit end stream.